Question 6 says the diagram shows a pair of parallel lines and an isosceles triangle where AB equals AC. These are hints. This is one of the parallel lines. This is the second one. This is an isosceles triangle. These two sides are equal. Then it says find the value of x and the value of y. Now looking at this, some might find this topic quite hard, but this is quite straightforward. When you have parallel lines, terms that should come into your mind are corresponding angles and alternate angles. We check for corresponding and alternate angles. Now you have 32 here, and this line cuts through the parallel lines. This is a parallel line and this is another parallel line. And also this 32 can help us find this angle, that angle CAB or angle A. This angle is also 32 degrees. This is alternate to this angle. These are alternate angles. If you look at it, this forms a Z. It's like having like this. This part is 32 degrees. This part is also 32 degrees, provided this line is parallel to this. So these are alternate angles. Now that you know this is 32 degrees, you can find x. This is a straight line, and x is part of the straight line. The other part is 32. Let's say we have a straight line like this. Then this lower parallel line, then the slanty line, and this part is 32 degrees, and this part is x. If you can see this, you easily solve the question. So this is a straight line. That means x plus 32 equals 180. That's angle on the straight line. Or you can just say 180 minus 32 will give you x. So standard, you write x plus 32 equals 180 degrees. You can say this is sum of angles on a straight line. To find x, you have to make x stand alone on this side, and you have to get this plus 32 to the other side. And standard in math, you say subtract 32 from both sides or add minus 32 to both sides. Either way, the result will still give you the same value as saying x equals 180. Then you say plus 32 crosses the equals to sign. Because this 32 owns this positive sign, it turns to minus 32. X is therefore equals to 180 minus 32 is 148. So the answer to x is 148 degrees. There are actually two ways to solve for y, or two methods of solving for y, depending on what you see. Let's go with first one. Some students might see, we're not sure which one you see. Let's say this is an isosceles triangle. This is one of the hints given to you in the question. The base angles of an isosceles triangle are the same. That means this angle here and this angle here are the same. Let's say this is A, this will also be A. You can solve using this. Then you find A, because sometimes you might not really know how to directly find y, but just find as many angles as possible as you can find. Here we can find this A, and both of them are the same, so you can find this A and this A, which will help us in finding y. So let's just find A. This is a triangle, an isosceles triangle, and sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So you have A plus 32 equals 180. You can include y, that sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Then since they have the same value, you say A plus A, that's 2A plus 32 equals 180. You can actually subtract 180 from 32 if you're not very good with algebra. Then the answer you get, or your result, you divide it by 2 to get the value of A. But let's go on with this. You have 2A equals 180 minus 32. You take out the constants first. As the plus 32 crosses the equals sign and becomes minus 32. That's standard in algebra. It's collecting like terms on the other side of the equals sign. So you have 2A equals 180 minus 32. 180 minus 32 is 148. We're looking for A, remember, so we divide both sides by 2 to get the 2 off the A. This 2 cancels this 2. You have A equals 148 divided by 2 will give you 74. You're allowed to use a calculator, so it will be easy for you to do. That means angle A is 74. That means you can change both angles to 74. This is 74 degrees and this is 74 degrees. And we're looking for y. We've not ended. Now, to solve for y, you need this 74 and this 32, because this is a straight line. You consider this straight line. and you have two lines, one line here and another line here, making you have three angles summing up to form an angle on a straight line. You have one part is 32, another part is 74, and the last part is y. So you have 32 plus 74 plus y should equal 180. That's angles on a straight line. Let's say you have the shape here. You have it going like this. You have one line going this way and the other one going this way, and you have 32 here and you have 74 here, and you're looking for y. This is a straight line, so these three angles sum up to 180. So you have 32 plus 74 plus y equals 180. That's sum of angles on a straight line. You can choose to add these two, subtract it from 180 to get y, but let's do it the normal way. You have 32 plus 74. 32 plus 74 is 106 plus y equals 180. We need y to stand alone on the left, and note this 106 has a positive in front of it too, though it's not written. Anytime a positive or a negative sign is not written in front of a number, just know the number is positive. So you have y equals 180, then the plus 106 crosses the equals to sign and turns to minus 106. Y equals 180 minus 106. 180 minus 106 is 74. That means y is 74 degrees. So x is 148 degrees while y is 74 degrees. I said at the beginning that there are two ways to actually solve this question. In actual sense, there are more than two ways. Let's say after finding A, that this is 74 and this is 74, and you understand that these are the base of the isosceles triangle. Noting that the isosceles triangle is lying on one of its sides, because these two equal lines show the bases of the isosceles triangle, which are both 74. Once you've gotten this angle at 74, and you're able to spot that it's alternate to y, that if you look at, these are two parallel lines, and this is a line that touches both parallel lines. Now, if this is 74, this is also 74. We can say y equals ABC, that's angle B. That's their alternate angles. So if angle ABC will be in the middle, is 74. Y is also 74 because y is alternate to angle B. You can see it forming a Z. Alternate angles form Z, provided two of the lines are parallel to one another, as in this case. So y is also 74, that's alternate angles. For a third method of finding the value of y, just imagine that after getting this as 74 and also this as 74, you see the parallel lines, and with the parallel lines you see the alternate angles. That means this angle is 148 degrees. This total angle is also 148 degrees. That includes 74 and y. Let's just show you. Let's say this is a parallel line and this is second parallel line. I have this line crossing it, and this part is 148 degrees. This part is also 148 degrees. You can see this Z is formed like this. You can take into consideration this. So if you have this total angle as 148 degrees and you have this part of it as 74, you can do 148 degrees minus 74, you get your value for y. So you have 148 degrees minus 74, you get 74 degrees. That's same answer for y. This is just to prove to you that sometimes you have more than a method of solving a question, and in cases like this, it depends on what you see. Hope you fully comprehend.